2. It's your boy Yo. Best that ever did it in this joint, man. The underdog king. That's so they say. We back with this NFL week 4. Week 4. Not 4. 4. We week 4 in this joint. Um Now look, week 3, I ain't gonna lie, week 3 was really unpredictable. A couple games went left like the Cowboys. But stuff like that's gonna happen every week. So we try our best to find the best underdog of the week. We failed to do that with the Cowboys, but I did like what I seen in the Cardinals the game before that. So we gonna see what we see in this week. But be sure to leave me a like, a sub, comment your top 3 picks of the week, and let's get right to it. Detroit, Green Bay, Thursday night. Now this one, I ain't gonna even lie to you guys. I'm gonna go with the Detroit Lions. I think they're on a different level. Green Bay is alright. They're at the medium. They're like middle of the pack. They're not bad, but they're not great. You know what I'm saying? Detroit is just a little bit of a touch ahead of them right now, in my opinion. I think I'm gonna lean with Detroit minus the 2. I think they beat them by 3 or more for sure. They damn near might win by a touchdown. I'll lay the points with Detroit. Next up, we got Atlanta, who just took a loss to who just won against Green Bay by 1 point. Man, the fucking Jags. The Jags just shitted on themselves against the Texans, man. That's not a good look. Let them boys almost put up 40 in a rout. That was a rout on the real. Are we expecting the Jags to just bounce back here and fix everything from last game? ATL is not the best team. Neutral site. I think we see a lot of points here. I think we get over this total of 43. I was on the over last week with Atlanta and Detroit, and man, Detroit's defense is just that good, I guess. I thought Atlanta was at least gonna put up 14. No, Detroit held them boys to a minimal. I think we see points in the bunches in this one, Jacksonville versus Atlanta. It's gonna be feeling good. The weather's sunny. I think we get lots of points here early and often. It might be fucking 28-point total by halftime. Next up, yeah, I got Atlanta. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. I like what I seen from Jacksonville, but not as much as I like what I seen from Atlanta. Atlanta got a big steal of Bijan Robinson. I like Atlanta on the money line. But I do want to rather take the 3 points because they did choke, or they almost choked against the Packers, but they found a way to get a field goal victory. Yeah, I'm gonna lean with Atlanta on the +3 and the over. I think the over the stronger play though. Next up, we got LA Rams versus Indianapolis. And I just think LA Rams is the better team here in all facets until Anthony Richardson comes back. If Gardner Minshew is in there, like we said, man, that shit is done deal. Yeah, LA Rams to lay the points all day. LA Rams leaning on not even a lean. This is probably a lock. LA Rams minus the 2. Then we got Philly versus Washington. I don't get why it's such a low total here. I just don't see it. This is going to go right over. It's in the 50s at least. Should be a 50-point total. I like Philly to dominate on the money line. I like Philly on the money line and the over. Denver versus Chicago. Battle of the 0 and 3s, man. My Chicago Bears, disappointing as fuck, man. It's terrible coaching, terrible play call. We have yet to run an RPO. Yet. It's just absolutely like disgusting. All of that fucking talent just being wasted, man. They fucking making Justin Fields look bad, man. But look at the Denver boys, man. They fucking laid an egg in a game they should have won against the Washington Redskins. Lost to Las Vegas week 1 in the most Broncos game you can imagine, and then they let them boys put up 70 last game. The Bears coming in this one. They almost beat Tampa Bay. They put up 20 against the Packers, but it was pretty much all Packers. And you see they're going over the total in all 3 of their games. 51-point total against KC in a rout. I like the over in this matchup as well, but I do know we could maybe see a low-scoring game. They got the line perfect. If it was any bit under 45, I would pick the over, no doubt. But if it was anything over like 47, 48, then I'd be looking like, man. But it's like a tricky game to decide, like the battle of the 0 and 3s. This is a stay away game, y'all. Stay away from this one. Just watch this one. And this is more of a learning game than a betting game. This is something we can learn from going forward. But you know me, I'm gonna back my Bears in this one. If we get a field goal against a old, washed Russell Wilson, you know what I'm saying, with some bad defense on both ends, I like the over, and I like the Chicago Bears to get their first win. But I do like Denver to put points up too. Next up, though, we got Tampa Bay at New Orleans. Now, this is where I be telling people Tampa Bay is the underdog at. I like Tampa Bay to get the outright victory in this one. Tampa Bay is a live underdog right now. They are. They are. I like Tampa Bay to get the outright victory. Tampa Bay is one of those teams, as we seen week 1, against the fucking Vikings, man. They were never the ones to be the underdog in that game. Handled business against the Bears in a close game, but they got, if the Bears didn't have that terrible play calling, the Tampa Bay might have lost that. So we do got to tread carefully going forward against tough opponents for Tampa Bay. But I think if they could beat the Minnesota Vikings, they could beat the New Orleans Saints. New Orleans is nothing special. They let the Titans look good against them. And you know what I'm saying? Like, they let the Titans, Carolina look good, and the Titans. Like, I don't like what I'm seeing from the New Orleans Saints. I just don't. Like, it's nothing new. It's nothing surprising. No explosives. They do have a good receiving core. I do have to admit that their receiving core is great. I'm just not seeing where we're getting this low total from. I do know both teams are carrying pretty stout defenses. I know it's a hard-nosed game, but I mean, this is at least 24 to 21. Is it not? Like, is it not one of those type of games? 27 maybe, 27 to 18. You know what I'm saying? Like, it should be well over this total. I like the over, and I like Tampa Bay to win it on the money line. Baltimore, Cleveland Browns. No Nick Chubb. No Odell Beckham. Now, I think this is going to be a shootout. I like the over in this Cleveland and Baltimore game. Everybody going to stab the under because of Cleveland's defense, Baltimore defense. Man, but, man, these are two teams that light up the scoreboard. Even against a good defense in the Cleveland and Cincinnati Bengals, Cleveland still put over 20 points on the board. Baltimore did just lose an overtime game to fucking the Colts. Like I said, they always struggle against the Colts. In my last video, I said that. But I still roll with the Ravens on the money line. I thought they were the better team. But they found a way to let those boys and the Gardner Minshew and Co. stick around. You know what I'm saying? It's just not a good look. So if Gardner Minshew could get points up on the board, what do you think Deshaun Watson's gonna do? He's gonna score the ball. You know what I'm saying? And then also against Cleveland, man, Cleveland is gonna allow a little bit of points. You can't stop everything. You can't stop everything from this Baltimore offense. That Baltimore offense has a lot of options. Lamar's legs. The weakest link on their offense is the running back room. But they can do plenty of damage with Lamar alone. You know what I'm saying? So watch out for the over on this one. I like the over 40.5 on Cleveland. And for a side here, I'm not gonna lie, man. I do like what I see from Lamar and Co. But I think it's a little bit more of a cohesion. It's just a little bit more gel, more of a fucking synchronized. Like it's more synchronized on Cleveland right now. I like Cleveland to win this one on the money line and the over. Cleveland money line and the over. Next up, we got Minnesota, Carolina Panthers. Andy Dalton is starting for Carolina until Bryce Young's get the go. For some reason, bro, Minnesota is also 0-3. And nobody's just talking about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they lost to the Chargers in a game that they should have won. If they didn't throw that last play interception, they would have won that game. There's no reason that the Chargers shouldn't have punted it on 4th down, went for it, turned the ball over on downs, went damn near on the 2-yard line, and they throw an interception. You know what I'm saying? So it's a bad beat. They should be 1-2. But it's no excuses at the end of the day. They're 0-3. Played Philly, played the Bucks, lost the Bucks. It's no excuse for the Bucks loss either. You just got beat. And I think they get their first win against Carolina, man, the team that's depleted. Quarterback rooms is the biggest question on this team, and it's like that's the worst position to have a question mark on is the quarterback. I think Minnesota beat these boys by double digits. Lay the spread with the Minnesota Vikings. I like them to cover the 5 points. I think they win by double digits, honestly, man. Honestly. Double-digit win. It might be like 30 to fucking 10, 30 to 10 or some shit like that, man. 28 to fucking 7. Anyway, we got Houston against Pittsburgh, and now this is where it get controversial at, y'all. Everybody slamming Pittsburgh. Everybody finna slam Pittsburgh. Oh, it's just the Houston Texans they're going against. They beat Cleveland. They beat the Vegas Raiders. I think it's time to pump the brakes on the Houston Texans, man. They showed a little bit of formidableness on the Baltimore game, week 1. That was a bad spot to open up at, but they put up the minimum 3 field goals. And then against Indiana, Anthony Richardson, they just let that boy run all over the field. And then they outscored them in the second half. I didn't like what I seen from the Texans in that game, letting a rookie QB do that to you. And they absolutely shocked the world after that against the Jacksonville Jaguars, 37-17, 20-point win. That shit is definitely something different, man. The Houston Texans, man. I don't know what to call them. I think they are definitely like one of those damn teams that you got to watch out for going forward. I don't know whether to take them on the money line. I think I'm gonna take a chance with the Texans on the money line, y'all. I like them to cover the 3. If you could tease this up though to like plus 14, just buy some points with the Texans, man. Put it on your parlay, buy the points up to like 10 or 14, and I think Houston covers the game. I think they win it outright though. I think Houston Texans are gonna win this game outright. It might be the upset of the week. Next up, we got Buffalo coming in as favorites against the hot Miami Dolphins. This game, if Jalen Waddle is playing, I'm gonna ride with the Miami Dolphins. I like the under in this game. Everybody's expecting another high-scoring game, a shootout with Buffalo, but these are two solid defenses when they meet up, and I like the Buffalo Bills to hold these boys in check a little bit more. I like the under 54, and I like Miami to win this on the money line. If Jalen Waddle is in the game, if Jalen Waddle is not there, I like the under, and I like the damn Buffalo Bills. Then instantly, Cincinnati Bengals at the damn Tennessee Titans. The Tennessee Titans is just not that good. They are sticking it closer than a lot of people would have thought. I told people the Titans are an underdog to watch out for. As you see, they did that against the Chargers. But other than that, man, they're just a dormant offense, hoping that their defense could contain people. I don't see them containing Cincinnati whatsoever. I like Cincinnati on the fucking spread. And this is a lock right here, man. This is the first official lock. The first official lock on the card. Cincinnati minus the 3. Take that to the bank, man. We're going to lock that down. Cincinnati minus 3. Las Vegas Raiders, LA Chargers. Give me the Raiders on this one, man. I know we seen a terrible shit show from Jimmy Garoppolo, and he went out with a damn injury in that one. So if we see another QB for Las Vegas, I'm taking the Chargers. If Jimmy G goes, I'm taking the Raiders plus the 5 to keep it close at least. I think this is a Chargers team that plays down to their competition. Whoever they're playing, they're gonna play down to them or up. The Chargers can hang with the best teams in the league. The Chargers can hang with the 49ers, the Eagles, the Chiefs. They can hang with all of these guys. But when they play these doormat teams like the Titans, they let them fucking stay in the back door. It's like, I don't get what the Chargers are, planning to do going forward here. They just got a win that they shouldn't maybe have not even gotten against the damn Vikings. They might have been the 0-3 team instead of the Vikings. But I think we see Las Vegas keep it closer if Jimmy G goes. If Jimmy G is not in here, Los Angeles all day. Next up, we got AZ coming in here against San Fran. And honestly, I like San Fran to dominate this one. San Fran is not one of those teams that you could just get lucky against. San Fran is the real deal, especially at home. That home crowd is going to be sold out. Sold out. And you know what I'm saying? I just think Joshua Dobbs is a good quarterback. Good right now. He's a good number 2. But all in all, Arizona, you got to remember week 1, Arizona came in and they did what they were supposed to do, and they fucking lost against the Washington Redskins. We thought Arizona was going to be the worst team in the league, and they came in and lost against the Washington Redskins. Next game, they had the New York Giants dead in the water the whole first 3 quarters, and then they let the boys come back in the very end to take the game and win by a field goal. And then you show your formidableness. What you should have did against the Giants, you come out here and do against the Dallas Cowboys in an upset. Unpredictable. I don't think the unpredictable could hang against the fucking predictable in the San Fran. We know how good San Fran is. San Fran to dominate. Money line. I might take San Fran minus the 2 touchdowns, but that's a little bit risky. I'm going to just stick with San Fran on the money line. New England at Dallas. Now this is one of those damn hard-nosed ass low-scoring games. I like the under in this game. And I like the damn New England Patriots to keep it closer than the touchdown. Yes, I do. I do like New England. I like Dallas to win this game, but maybe by 4 or 5 points. Dallas win 24-28, 32. I don't even think we get in the 30s in this game, honestly. I like the under for sure, man. The Dallas Cowboys, they're gonna get points on the board, but we're not expecting them to light the scoreboard up after what we've seen against Arizona. New England has one of those defenses where it's gonna be hard to just do whatever you want. I think we get well under the total of 43. It might be like 20-17, high 30s, 23-14. You know what I'm saying? I like the under in this game, and I like New England to cover. But I like Dallas on the money line. Dallas money line, New England to cover. Kansas City at New York Jets. Kansas City held Jacksonville in check, and then they just had a great week against the Bears. Probably one of the damn games you could consider a played bye week for Kansas City, man. Like, that's pretty much a bye week for Kansas, just playing the Bears that easy, like, of a game. Like, man. Anyway, we gonna look at what the damn Jets has been doing. They haven't been putting much points up at all. At all. Defense is ruling the team. Strongest point of this team is their defense, and you gotta put up points to win against KC. You see they held the damn Jaguars in check. I think they hold the Jets in check. It might be a tight game around halftime, but I think late with Kelsey on the field, I think Chiefs get the outright victory. Chiefs on the money line. And last but not least, Seattle Seahawks coming up here against these weak-ass New York Giants. And Seahawks is a 1-point underdog. This is the second lock of the video, y'all. Lock this in. I like the Seahawks, man. I like the Seahawks, and I like them on the money line. Seahawks money line. And I like the under as well. It started off as a low total for a reason. I think we get under the total Monday night. Defense is going to be played. Monday night games. I like defense to be played here. Giants doesn't have a lot of firepower on offense. It's going to be a lot of 3-and-outs. And I think the Giants could keep the Seahawks, in check in the red zone a little bit. I do think we get a point total, maybe around 39 to anywhere from 34 to 39. I like the mid to high 30s on this game. I don't think we get in the high 40s. I think we get under the total on Monday night, and I like Seahawks to take the victory home. And that's how I'm feeling on this card, man. Lock that up. Seahawks money line is a lock. San Francisco is a lock. The Minnesota Vikings is a lock. And I also like the Bengals -3 as a lock, man. Them all locks for y'all. Go parlay up all of the locks. And we going to score on this week 4. It's your boy Onyoy, the best that ever did it, the underdog king, so they say. And we going to get them next week as well. See y'all next week, man. Leave a sub, leave a like. It's your boy. And we out of this joint.